everyone, and welcome to this week's Cypher Seminars. This week we hit space! Space! Hi. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Shortly after I post all of the links in chat, you will see a wall of text, including all of our social links, places you can support us, and all that other wonderful stuff. It's essentially like the credits reel. Go and check it out. This stream is brought to you today by Magehand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing. Please make sure you check out the links for those as well. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. This week, let's go anti-clockwise. Let's go to Alex. Oh, hi.
Hello, I'm Alex, and today I will be playing, if I can pronounce the name, I will be playing Gunnar Siovius, a strong-willed warrior who leads. I don't know what we're going to lead the group to, but it'll probably be a lot of fun.
Some form of shenanigans, it sounds like.
Oh, certainly.
Sounds good to me. Fantastic. Next around, we have Castle Mac Lydia. Welcome back to the channel, Lydia. Oh, hi.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I love the Cypher system. I know a lot about it. In fact, I know a lot about my character, too. She is a clever, skilled, and knowledgeable speaker who works miracles in the far future among stars and space.
Sounds incredible. We didn't hear your character sentence, Gunnar. Alex.
A strong-willed warrior who leads.
Oh yeah, we did. I just thought you were describing yourself.
No.
See what I did there? See what I did? Lastly around, we have Jay. Oh, hi.
Hi. Sorry. I'm Jay. Hi. I'm playing Lila, or Liari Hobart. But I can't be able to do that every time, so she's called Leia. I got her fucking name wrong.
Hey, Jay.
I've been ill. What's her name? Leah. I can hear Alex laughing in the background. Leah is a hardy adept of combat who rides the lightning.
Fantastic. Why don't we go around and go through what this means? So, I'll hastily grab the Cypher System rulebook up. Jay, we'll start with you. What was your descriptor again?
Hardy. And I'm actually on the right page.
Well, hey.
It's page 74. Yeah, so it says, your body was built to take abuse, whether pounded down stiff drinks or holding in a bar. It's going to be that. In your favourite watering hole or trading blows with thugs who keep going, shrugging off injuries that might slow or incapacitate a lesser person. Too awesome for that. Nor hunger, thirst, cut flesh or broken bones can stop me because I am awesome. I just press on through the pain because I am awesome. Or I have really damaged pain receptors, who knows, maybe it's that one.
Bit of column A, bit of column B, who knows?
Yeah, see? It's all good.
Well, Oh, go on, carry on. What does it give you?
So it gives me a +4 to my might pool. Halves the time it takes me to make a recovery roll. And when I'm impaired on the damage track, I function as if you were hail. What?
Hail is like the Cypher System word for you're good, everything's okay.
Ah, fair enough.
So when you become impaired, you carry on as if you were normal, as if you were fine. In fact, it basically means
one down.
You don't suffer from the effects of being impaired until you're debilitated, and you don't suffer the effects of being debilitated. You never suffer the effects of being debilitated. You will still die if all of your stat pools are 0.
So I'll just die. I'll be absolutely fine, and then I'll just drop dead.
Yeah, you'll be fine for an extra long time, and then you'll be a little bit impaired, and then you'll be dead. Literally, it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You're trained in might defense actions. Your big strong body is slow to react, so you are bad at initiative.
Yes.
Can you please make sure that your initiative in the center is marked with an I? Ponderous. When you apply you apply effort when making a speed roll, you must spend 1 extra point from your speed pool. So speed actions cost you 1 more point as well. Interesting. Interesting. Fantastic. Okay.
Thanks, Potato Hollow.
Next around, let's go to Lydia. Lydia, what was your describing word? The first part.
The word I chose, miracle.
No, the first one. So at the beginning of the sentence.
No. Okay. So it is clever, skilled, and knowledgeable, just like me.
Clever. Fantastic. Okay, so going to the clever. You're quick-witted, thinking well on your feet. You understand people, so you can fool them, but are rarely fooled, because you easily see things for what they are. You get the lay of the land swiftly, size up threats and allies, and assess situations with accuracy. Perhaps you're physically attractive, or maybe you use your wit to overcome any physical or mental imperfections. You gain the following characteristics. So this would all be done on your character sheet already. You would already have your stat pools. You are trained. You are things which involve lies and trickery are easier for you, as do defense rolls when people try and assault your mind. And you are trained in all tasks involving identifying or assessing danger, lies, quality, importance, function, or power. So basically you're good at identifying things. However, you do come along with an inability for this. You are never good at studying or retaining trivial knowledge. The difficulty of any task involving lore, knowledge, or understanding is increased by 1 step. That make sense?
Yeah, all over it.
Great, fantastic. So next around, we come to Gunnar Chervis.
Yeah, all right. We might have to redact that surname somehow. Let's just go with Gunnar. Scrap the rest of it.
I imagine that's what he would sound
Don't
like.
worry about the overlay, Scrap. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You just won't refer. Just won't refer to him like that.
This is actually trying to kill you off.
No, I wouldn't do that. Right, so
I remember the toys game, Alex. I remember.
I'm not saying a word. So I chose strong-willed. Now, strong-willed means I'm tough-minded, willful, and independent. No one can talk me into anything or change my mind when I don't want it changed. This quality doesn't necessarily make me particularly smart, but it does make me a bastion of willpower and resolve. Blah, 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 blah. So I gain +4 to my intellect pool. I am trained in resisting mental effects.
Great.
I'm trained in tasks requiring incredible focus or concentration. However, willful doesn't mean brilliant. So the difficulty of any task involving figuring out puzzles or problems, or memorizing things, or using lore is increased by 1 step.
Okay, so far the party isn't very lore history bound. We don't like to recall things, but we've got a lot of focus, a lot of smarts, and a hard drinker. Got it. So Alex, we'll stay with you. What is your type?
So my type is warrior, and if you just bear with me 2 seconds, let me bring up the right page.
God bless you, Control F. God bless you. God bless everyone.
Got all the page numbers written down.
I mean, I'm there first, I'm just saying.
Okay, so warriors are physical oriented. I'm going to move this over here so I can actually read it. Right. Physical action orientated people. More likely to overcome a challenge using force by any other means. Often take the most straightforward path towards their goals.
Okay.
So what that gave me was this one over here too. So I am practiced with all weapons.
Yeah.
I gained extra edge, which means I get a might edge of 1 and a speed edge of 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I gained the skills bash. I can inflict 1 less point damage than normal, but daze a target for 1 round when I'm using a blunt weapon.
Very nice. Very nice.
I gained thrust, which is a powerful melee stab, inflicting 1 additional point of damage if my weapon has a sharp edge or a point.
Need more thrust. Yep.
Exactly. And finally, I also gained Control the Field. It's a melee attack that inflicts 1 less point of damage than normal, but regardless of whether I hit or not, I can then maneuver into a position that I desire within immediate range.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can move when you attack.
So I can attack
Awesome.
and move, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you can control the battlefield a little bit. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so next we come round to Lydia. Lydia, you were a speaker, right? Was it a straight speaker or a flavoured speaker?
What?
Your type. It was a clever something speaker?
Oh, skilled and knowledgeable speaker. Is that what you wanted to know?
Yes. So, speaker. Good with words and good with people. You talk your way past challenges and out of jams, and you get people to do what you want. You get an intellect edge of 1. Now, the edge is important. We will need to update that in your Roll20. In the edge section, you want a 1 in your intellect edge. And 0 in everything else. We'll explain what edges do in a minute. Practice with light weapons, so you can use daggers and small weapons. Appropriate clothing, you've come dressed for the part.
Plan this.
Which on your character sheet, which abilities has it given you in association with the speaker part?
I don't know.
Middle bit, just under speaker.
Light weapons, terrifying presence.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. You know
The
me.
best kind of doctor.
Okay, you convince one intelligent target of level 3 or lower that you are its worst nightmare. The target must be within short range and able to understand you. For as long as you do nothing but speak, you can't move. The target is paralyzed with fear, runs away, or takes some other action appropriate to the circumstances. Instead of applying effort to decrease the difficulty, or you can apply effort to decrease the maximum level of the target. Whew.
Wow.
You know me.
What other skills did it give you?
Oh, let's see here. I got fast talk.
Fast talk, okay, yeah, great. So when speaking with an intelligent creature, you can convince a creature to take 1 reasonable action in the next round. The reasonable action must be agreed upon with me, the GM. It should not put the creature or any of its allies in obvious danger or be wildly out of character. Great. Anything else?
Physical skills and travel skills.
Physical skills and travel skills.
I am trained in 2 skills in which I am not already trained. Choose 2 of the following: balancing, climbing, jumping, running, or swimming. I'll choose balancing and running.
Okay, so remember that those are easier for you. That's great. Balancing and running.
Okay. And then travel skills, choose 2: navigation, riding, running, piloting, or vehicle driving. Navigation and riding.
Great. So the ship's navigator is also the medic. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
We've been on the
so
ground.
much.
What kind of ships do you normally have?
Me?
Of course.
What
Jay!
ships do I normally have? Huh? Nothing?
No, I think Joe, you said, what do ships normally have, right? That's like, this is normal. This is fine. This is all fine. Jay, what's your type?
I am. What am I? I'm an adept of combat.
Oh, a combat adept. Ooh.
Apparently so. I haven't looked at the of combat bit yet. I just don't know where that is actually.
It's in the extra section.
It's a flavour.
It's a flavour, yeah.
I like these flavors. But yeah, so I'm an adept, which means I'm a wizardy, magic-y kind of person. Oh. Could be any kind of magic-y person. I can hear you, Alex. So I master powers and abilities outside of experience, understanding, belief of others. Apparently thoughtful, intelligent types.
Of course you do. Of course.
Blah, 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 blah. Magic people.
Yeah,
So,
you get an intellect edge as normal for an adept, and ciphers. We don't care how many ciphers you can hold because chat. In this session, a £10 donation gives someone a cipher.
cool. What things did I get?
What things
So,
did you get?
I've got. Right, so I think on here, because I did it on that amazing page that does them, which is great, it puts them together. So the Adept of Combat bit puts it all together.
Yeah, it'll take the adept stuff and the combat flavor stuff and just mush them. So,
yeah.
what have you got?
Weird magic, baby. I got magic training, obviously, because I'm an adept. Oh
Yep.
god, one day I'm going to play an adept that can't do magic. So
That's
I
totally
got
possible.
I got Onslaught. You attack a foe within short range using energies that assail either in physical form or in his mind. In either case, you must be able to see your target. If the attack is physical, you emit a force blast, a ray of force that inflicts 4 points of damage. If the attack is mental, you focus as intellect damage and ignores armor. Mental energy that disrupts their thought process, inflicting 2 points of intellect damage. Some creatures without minds, such as robots or zombies, might be immune to it. I guess that's down to you.
Okay, you're fighting the Borg. Got it.
Yes! Yeah, that's immediately what I thought. Also, I've got Shatter, which means I can blow little things up again.
Of course you have. You wouldn't
I
play a
didn't
character about
pick
take
it.
that. Oh, okay. Sure you didn't.
Oh, I also got Danger Sense, so 1 speed roll, the difficulty of my initiative roll is reduced by 1.
Okay, so your initiative will be harder for you, but you can use this ability to make it normal.
Yes.
Good. Anything else?
Nope. I got Shatter though.
You got a Shatter and a Spider Sense. Awesome. Well, we'll stay with you again, Jay, for your focus.
Oh yeah, crap. What page was that on? Wait a minute. Oh, excuse my language. 159. Page 159.
I'm sitting here waiting on Control F, like, what's it called?
Oh, it's called Rides the Lightning.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Rides the Lightning.
Sorry, people watching. I've been ill. I'm really scatty now.
You are doing just fine.
Oh, so, you know that last one? What was it? The Onslaught, that means that I can attack them.
Uh-huh.
So Rides the Lightning makes all of my attacks lightning,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
So I get electrical abilities. Oh, wait a minute, I should tell you what it is. Through the practice or inherent ability, I'm going to go with that. I'm just clever. You control electricity. Not only can you create and discharge electrical power, eventually learn to use it to transport yourself. God, that sounds painful. Ooh. It does go through the circuits. Ouch. So, I got electrical abilities. If I use any other special abilities that use force or other energy, instead it uses electricity. Force blast is a blast of lightning, stuff like that. Shock. So my hands crackle with electricity, and the next time I touch a creature, I inflict 3 points of damage. Or if I've got a weapon, I can make that weapon electric for 10 minutes. Does an additional 1 point of damage.
Fantastic.
I get charged. I get everything for this. Charge, which is 0 intellect points. I can charge an artifact or any other device except for a cipher for 1 use. Costs 1 intellect point plus 1 point per level of the device. So, can make electrical stuff work. Yeah,
Cool.
and then, is that where my major and minor effects come from?
Yes, usually your major and minor effects come from in here. They are above, but they are just suggestions. So just take a note of them, and if we roll a 19 or 20...
I never have, but I want to. The major effect makes electrical stuff explode.
Of course. Of course it does. So you're basically Tim, right? Some
I'm so
call him
excited.
Some call him
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim combined with Emperor Palpatine.
Yes,
Say that
essentially.
Force lightning.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
It's about it.
And next around, we have Lydia's descriptor, which is works miracles, correct? Works miracles. You manipulate matter and time to help others and are beloved by everyone you encounter. Some people consider you a representative of the gods or a power from beyond this world. Perhaps they're right. Your abilities might be a gift of the angels or a powerful and benevolent god. You probably wear simple clothes, nothing too flashy or stylish, and there's no need to call more attention to yourself. Tier 1, Healing Touch. Right? You get, you restore 1d6 points to one stat pool of any creature. This ability is a difficulty 2 intellect task. Yeah.
Excellent.
Easy.
I showed up ready for that.
And you've got your minor and major effect suggestions are the target is healed for 1 additional point and healed for 2 additional point. They're just suggestions, but sounds good. Feels good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Nice and easy. Alex.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so I have the focus of leads.
You are very good at
What?
gathering cables.
I'm not, which is why it's taken weeks for me to sort out my microphone.
I'm waiting for it to go robotic again. I'm waiting for it.
It will.
Look,
It
you
will.
keep tempting it. Carry on.
Okay, so a character who leads using charisma, natural leadership, and perhaps some training, definitely some training. You command the actions of others who follow you willingly. You are a politician, a captain, a leader, or a manager. Yeah, wishful thinking. This is why I play this kind of character, because this is not me.
Politician and manager are totally on the same level.
Yeah, completely.
I think this probably makes you the captain of the ship.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
I should have taken doomed. Anyway, it's fine. So your skills make people do what you want, but you also have the wisdom to know what actions are best for the followers and allies, which is all quite good.
Very wisdomless.
What does that actually mean for me? So I gain natural charisma. I'm trained in all social interactions, whether they involve charm, learning a person's secrets, or intimidating. So that's my go-to. So I can give good advice as an action. So by spending 1 intellect point, and I really like this, you using a clear mind, you can determine the best way to proceed. When you give another character a suggestion involving their next action, that character is considered trained in that action for 1 round, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, and then I've got some minor effects of when I roll a 19, the next time I attempt to command, captivate, or influence another, a foe, the difficulty of that task is decreased by 1. And the major is the foe is influenced for twice as long as normal.
Okay. Thank you very much to Michael Wayne, who donates 100 bits for Taffy, because it's a great name. Taffy, you get 1 point to put in any of your pools. You may put it in might, speed, or intellect.
Wonderful. Thanks.
We are going to go and do a tutorial now. We're going to do a tutorial. This tutorial is going to involve generic tasks around the ship and how well they are completed. Could everyone please roll me an initiative? And no, you cannot use Danger Sense Layer.
I wanted to blow up a door.
I know. Isn't it awful? What kind of sick DM is this?
You're a proper killjoy.
I am not trained. There we go. Cool.
I can't find the chat. There it is.
How do I roll initiative?
So that'll be in the middle, on the speed skills, down the center. There's a little dice next to the initiative skill.
Got it.
It's not a dice. He's lying to you.
It's a bad representation of a dice, yeah.
I clicked it.
It took me ages to work out what he meant. He kept saying dice, and I was like, I can't see a dice.
Okay,
Is there
so
maybe a pop-up behind the screen?
There's a little pop-up that says, how much effort do you want to use? So just select 0.
Oh my, there it is. Okay.
It likes to hide just behind your character sheet, which
Yeah,
is slightly annoying.
It really does. Okay, I did it.
Okay, so we'll give you will be going first.
Oh.
But Gunnar, we'll say you've had a look around the ship, which is a difficulty 0 action. Difficulty 0 actions you can do for free. You don't have to do any checks unless you want to do something crazy, in which case we might get you to roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, it'll fail. Gunnar, you can see that there are several tasks that need doing. You're going to take on the medium hardest one yourself. You're going to give the hardest one to Leia because they're very hardy. And you'll give the easiest one to Taffy because they're the navigator and the ship's doctor, and obviously you don't want to overextend them or insult them.
No.
So, Taffy, I'm going to take Gunnar's voice for a second, if you don't mind. Taffy, the bridge is just a bit of a state. Just a bit of a state. It needs a little bit of a cleanup. We need to just put things back where they belong, and that sort of thing. This will be a difficulty 2 task. Now, the beauty of the Cypher system is you can decide how you want to resolve this task. You can do it using your might. You can just hit things until they're okay. You can use your speed to try and get things done quickly, or you can use your intelligence to try and find a smarter way of doing things. So what's wrong in here? None of the screens are giving the right readouts, and none of the generic tools around the brig are in the bridge rather than the brig. The bridge are in the right place. How would Taffy go about solving this?
Yeah.
Oh, muted for a second there, I think. You're back now.
What?
You're back. Yep. Nope. It's fine.
Oh.
For a second I couldn't hear you, but now I can.
Okay. I'm being a little bit of a quiet talker. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Geez. I don't know. Can I just do like a straight up like tidy?
Yeah.
Fancy, do I?
If you want to just use a speed roll, you can just try and tidy things up as efficiently as you can.
Okay, and then I hit the little die next to speed.
Yes, you hit the little die next to speed, and it should come up with a pop-up, and it will ask you what difficulty is this task.
Okay. Is it 0 difficulty?
It is a difficulty 2 task.
Oh, you said that.
And then it will ask you about effort. Now, effort, you can spend effort to make tasks easier. Each level, the first level of effort costs 3 points, and every level after that costs 2 points. This is just a one-shot, so we're not going to worry about capping how much effort you can use. You can spend all of your pools in one if you want. So if you would like to try and make this task easier, you can spend some effort, but it's only difficulty 2. Difficulty 2 means you need to roll a 6 or higher on a d20. You nailed it! You absolutely smashed it! So, go on.
I'm the tidiest.
Yeah, your senses just kick in. You just clean stuff up. The bridge looks great. Gunnar.
Yes, sir.
You noticed that the brig, which has sort of been used as a storeroom since you don't really keep many prisoners, must have, on the last warp, everything probably wasn't tied down properly. There is a large hole in the wall of the brig where several pieces of ordnance and general junk have gone crashing through the wall. This is going to be a difficulty 5 task to try and fix or repair.
Okay. So, as we are a small ship with a small crew, which would have been slightly larger, apart from the last warp, we had to leave someone behind. And they happen to be the engineer. So I'm gonna take up the mantle, and using the engineering tools that we surely have somewhere, I'm gonna get.
I guess there would be tools around. You can use that as an asset. I
sincerely hope so. We best not have sold them. I'm gonna get a portable welder and some scrap metal, probably just what we've got lying around, and then using my incredible focus and concentration, I will attempt to weld it back together.
Okay, so it sounds like
over the hole.
You're using an asset to reduce the difficulty, and you want to use your intense focus, which is makes things easier. That will reduce the difficulty down to 3.
Cool. Okay, I'll take that.
On a 3, you need to roll a 9 or higher on a d20.
Are we going speed for this?
I've got a feeling that welding is either going to be an intelligence task for keeping the distance right, depending on what kind of welding it is, or a straight up strength for holding things in the right place.
Doesn't really matter which. Let's go let's go with the finesse aspect of it. So difficulty 3, yeah.
Difficulty 3.
May I spend some effort?
You may. How much would you like to spend?
I would like to spend 1 effort. So I'm going to drop my my pool by 3.
You can.
Woohoo!
Major effect. What is your major effect?
It has absolutely nothing to do with my MIG welding abilities.
Okay. What does it give you? We can try and shape it.
So my major effect lets me influence a foe twice as long as I would have done with any sort of social influence.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
No.
But we can say with your intense focus and using your welding abilities, you gain an intense knowledge of engineering, and any engineering task that you undertake, you will count as being trained in.
Amazing. All from that.
There you go. Yep. You whilst you were focusing on the arc welding beam, the little plasma beam going into the metal, you were suddenly it was like your brain opened up to the worlds of engineering. And there you go. So I leave it to you, Gunnar. What level 8 difficulty task did you leave for Leia on the ship?
Well, after we crashed out of warp, there was quite a lot of structural damage done, and one of the engines doesn't work. It's all right. We've got 3, but the primary engine doesn't work. So we obviously needed it to jump, and she needs to go and fix it. That's going to work.
That is no worries. She knows exactly what she's going to do. So,
Leia, when you walk into this engine room, there is a big red light flashing on top of the engine. It's like engine disrupted, imminent danger. Leia, how do you handle this?
So, Leia obviously likes to drink a lot, so she's kind of walking around. She's drinking some like homemade alcohol that she's making. Obviously, they're in a ship; they don't make port very often, so she's taken to brewing her own alcohol. That she does. This does have a reason to be saying it.
Of course, yeah.
That's in a kind of like metally kind of tankard thing that she's drinking. So she's going to walk over to the engine that she can quite clearly see doesn't work and is far, far beyond her technical abilities. She's not like the captain. She's not trained in doing stuff like this. She's a bit annoyed that he would clearly be much better at doing this job than she would, so she's going to put her tankard down on top of it. She's going to walk to the other side of the room, and then she's going to use shatter to make her tankard explode.
How does that help?
It doesn't. She is teaching you that pirates should never be trusted. And you shouldn't.
Not pirates.
Well, she might be now. You gave her a shitty job that you could do better than she did.
The explosion's going to explode with lightning, right? Instead of anything else.
Oh, shit, yeah, it is. I forgot about that.
So,
yes.
how much does shatter cost you?
1 intellect point.
Brilliant. So drop your intellect pool by 1 point. The tankard explodes and liquid goes all over this engine, glowing red and about to explode or whatever. And suddenly lightning arcs all the way through it. We're gonna... Before we go into the effects of what this does, you did not beat the challenge. Because you didn't try, to be fair. We're on the same page here. Let's have a group chat. Everyone pitch in. I want to know what your ship is called, what it looks like, and what you're doing out in space, what your mission is. We can do that on the fly all together.
It looks like a party right now.
It does at the minute. It's glowing red and all sorts.
Well. Okay. Hang on. I came up with some pretty terrible names.
Oh boy.
He did.
Pretty terrible names. Where are they? Okay, so
waiting for like SETI light or something. Or
No. The HSF Hot Pocket. The PSV Hubris. The SS Hammerzite. I'm sure there were others. Yeah, let's just go with those.
if it's a pirate ship, you could go for the USS R.
No.
Brilliant.
I don't know.
We've got some suggestions from Gunnar. Okay.
Yeah.
What do we think?
They're
Chat's
all equally terrible.
chiming in with the chonker.
Well, maybe.
Okay, let's try a different question. What are you guys doing in space? Are you on a space exploration mission? Are you miners? Are you pirates? Are you...
Well, we have a doctor aboard, so
Yeah, but that's just sensible.
no, that's kind of the point. It is.
You could have kidnapped her. You could have kidnapped her. Oh, wow, this is awesome.
But she's helping tidy up voluntarily.
Is it voluntarily, or are you just really persuasive?
Or do are they mildly fastidious or maybe slightly OCD and you're just making use of it?
You're gonna have to ride on your awful ship. It must be nice. Might as well.
Exactly. See,
Okay.
our boat doesn't have a name.
No, the name fell off because it's not our ship. We stole it.
Makes it harder for us to find.
It's a
People are
sounding...
like, "Ah, we're looking for that ship."
It's sounding a lot like you are pirates that have abducted Taffy, the medic. Is this?
She
Good
likes us.
doctor. Good Dr. Taffy.
Go talk to Taffy.
She likes us now.
Yeah. It's been a long voyage.
I think they call that Stockholm syndrome, but you know.
USS Stockholm Syndrome. Okay. And why did you warp? What happened?
We encountered a bit of hostility, just a touch at a trading post.
Didn't even notice.
We got into a bar fight and had to scarper quite quickly.
Final question from me.
Making it sound like it was our fault. It wasn't.
Oh no, it's never our fault.
Excepting Dr. Taffy, who I'm assuming there is like missing person notices across the galaxy. People are looking for her. Excepting Dr. Taffy, is there anything else aboard the ship which is particularly incriminating?
Frogs.
Sorry?
Frogs.
Yeah, we stole them.
Frogs.
Yeah, from the last port. We stole crates and crates. We thought it was like gold and stuff. It wasn't. It was just frogs. Now they're like hopping about freely around the ship.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, so the ship is mad as a box of frogs. It's glowing red. That was a tutorial, but we're going to keep the events that happened, but we'll restore all your points and everything, so you're back up to full points and stuff. You still keep the 1 point from chat there. And you guys are drifting in space. All of you on your little wrist readouts, a little notice comes up saying minor explosion in engine room. You've got a ship computer, and it's going to speak to you through your wristwatches. There is a minor explosion in the engine room.
Gunner's just gonna look and go, just sigh. I go, Leah, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Or rather, what have you done?
I'm gonna walk away from that room, away from him. Complete ignorance. Pretend I have no idea what he's talking about. Bye.
Leah,
Bye.
you know you have a microphone and a speaker on your wrist. You can't just walk away from the engine room. I can see where you're going.
It's an accident.
Well, I mean, at least it was a minor explosion this time. Is it fixable?
I don't know. You tell me.
Notice, there has been a minor explosion in the
Yeah, it's only minor. It's fine.
engine room. You know that there isn't a repeat function on this AI. That means there's been another minor explosion.
Oh. We really need to change that AI's voice. We'll get around to it. I suppose I'm gonna march down there and see.
Maybe it was the frogs.
Yeah. Try and herd the frogs, please. Just herd them.
I know it's just like hold out some flyers. Like,
Notice,
Maybe.
we have warped to Republic space.
Oh god. Okay.
A cruiser is hailing us. Would you like me to put them on the radio?
yes.
Well, you can speak to them then. I'm gonna go and fix the problem in the engine room that you've made.
No, I'm not the captain. I can't talk to him. Sorry.
I'm busy.
Oh no, don't heal them. Oh, no, do. I'll put a frog on the captain's chair. Just...
Okay, so I'm going to head down to the engine room. I'm going to ignore that for now. We've just come out of warp space. They can wait.
Taffy's sitting in the bridge, which is now beautifully clean. Your wrist is going off. You hear a transmission come through. It says, this is the Starship Endeavour, contacting unmarked starship having just entered Republic space. You seem to be in distress. Do you need help at all? You don't have to answer.
Excellent. We're all on the same page. Perfect.
Just ignore him.
We've done you a favor. We rescued you from that trading post. All right.
I'm going to turn the intercom off.
Rescued.
Drop some frogs everywhere.
No, stop dropping frogs.
We've got enough.
In fact, while she's dropping frogs, I'm constantly trying to pick them up.
See, we have surplus frogs.
Frogs for days.
The frogs are kind of slimy.
I don't want to pick them up then.
Especially their backs. They're sort of like orange spotted with bits of blue. They sort of look a bit like galaxies.
Oh yeah, definitely don't touch those.
And maybe if I pick them up, I'll put on some like rubber gloves. Some like surgical gloves. But I probably have.
Good idea. I would.
You can totally put on space gloves. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I need it for out of my space operating theater, of course.
Your doctor's kit.
Yes.
The bag.
Yeah, you're bound to have like generic items. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, and now I have frog gloves, so I will use those.
Of course, and you can pick up these bugs.
I will put them away.
Alex.
Yes.
Gunner is down in the engine room. The engine is looking pretty critical. Lightning is arcing from damp spots around to the other engines.
Well,
Whoops.
at least I'm not. Well, at least I'm still aboard. Last time this happened, I was sucked out into the void. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to assess what I can do to not have us all blown to smithereens.
Assess the situation, please. That's a
I
skill,
will.
right?
Uh,
Or is it just do you have to do a test?
I don't know. I feel like I should do that. I don't have that skill. I do have now.
Oh, was it? It was Taffy that had the skill, right? The assessment skill.
I think so.
Okay.
So, may I use my skill in engineering?
Sure.
Cool. Difficulty to assess how much of a state everything is in?
Well, this is free engines. They are literally rocket science. So, I will give you difficulty 5, reduced to 4 because of your engineering ability.
Okay. This isn't happening, is it? I will spend
To
some
land
effort.
to get more frogs.
I don't think we do. Okay, so spend 1 effort, if that's all right.
Of course. Please reduce your
Dropping my
pool appropriately.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Well,
You sort of look at this room. Everything's blaring lights. Everything is on fire. Everything is arcing electricity. And it looks so broken that even the word broken is broken. It looks balked.
Okay, so Gunner's just going to back away out of the room. And shut the door. Spin the wheel. Seal it. Just casually walk back up to the bridge.
This is the Starship Endeavour contacting unknown spacecraft in Republic space. We are working on the assumption that you have been disabled and will be taking action to try and secure your ship. Please brace.
I'll open a hail. This is Captain Gunnar Corvus of the. We've recently just warped in, as I'm sure you're aware, and have a bit of engine problem. It's totally fine. We'll get it fixed and we'll be out of here in nowhere. It's fine. Just no need for towing. Not yet.
I'm sorry, Gunner. We have already enabled the tractor beam.
Well, can you unenable it?
Republic protocol. We need to make sure you're okay before we let you go again.
Yes, but we know protocol. It's fine. It's fine. But under section 72A of that protocol that you're referencing, our type of ship is actually exempt from that law.
Aren't we all really bad at the law?
I
We are.
don't know.
Under exemption, which exemption was that exactly?
72A, I think.
Have you got like they can see you, can't they? Sitting in your chair.
No, it's not like a Star Trek
That
bridge.
is-
It's
just audio.
mic.
That is a shame. I'm gonna throw a frog at you anyway, but that totally ruins the effect of what I was trying to do.
Would you like to dodge? You'd like to catch the frog? That would be a difficulty-free speed test.
All right, done. I'll take that. I'm not ever going to spend any effort. See?
You catch the
You
frog.
beat that one.
That's right. Priorities. Gently catch the frog and pop him on my shoulder.
Aww.
Like a ship's parrot, but not quite.
This is Starship Endeavour contacting Captain Gunnar Chovis. We're detecting multiple fires and disruptions in the engine bay. Is that correct?
Yeah. We're running old equipment here. It's fine.
Okay, we're gonna disable your power as a precaution.
Well, no, I'd really like you not to do that. Well, that's a problem.
The lights all suddenly go out. It goes to emergency lighting.
At least we still have life support for now.
Always have life support with me on board.
It's the
Are
only
you-
reason it still works.
Are you all just like crowding around the captain? Like,
Tell us, Captain, what are we gonna do?
Well, I have no idea.
Are the slime that's on the frogs, does it glow or no?
I love that. Yeah, it glows.
Okay.
I vote that we hide and we just put frogs in everyone's seats.
Just get them to sit very still.
Gonna mess them right up when they come on the ship.
I don't know where we can hide. Actually, do I know where we can hide? Reliably?
Why don't you make me a intellect roll? Just a straight up 0, and we'll see how good you get. 15! You know that this ship was designed with smuggling in mind, and there are several cubbyholes and hidey spaces which look like maintenance panels and the like that you could hide behind easily.
Okay.
You could
so we've
also
got-
just crawl in amongst the wreckage in the brig.
No, they'll check there. It's near the engine room. So we have options, people. we can get caught and then not be able to get the doctor home. Because let's all remember here, it wasn't kidnap. We rescued you. And,
How does Tuffy feel about this? I need to know.
I mean, I think Dr. Taffy's like, I don't know, do no harm.
Just going along with it for the ride. It's just like, yeah, right.
Okay.
Like Dr. Taffy.
So, we cannot get caught. I like the use of frogs. So if we all take our communicators off and leave them precariously next to the positions on the bridge.
The frogs like collars.
They're a little big. I imagine the frogs aren't, they're not like bullfrogs. They're...
Yeah, they're like this big.
What?
Yeah.
You threw some, I have a bullfrog on my shoulder.
No, I threw a baby one at you. It's like this big.
Oh great, they're breeding too.
Yeah, they're frogs. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Some of them are like this. There's one that's like this big, just sat in the middle of the room, can't even move. That's why there's some other small ones keeps eating all the food.
How did we get this so wrong? Like, did we not check the crates? Anyway, I feel that's
No, we're in a rush. We're stealing stuff. We ain't gonna sit there and go through all the crates and make sure that what is meant to be in there is actually in there.
Well, next time could we do that?
No,
Is
okay.
that
What
how you guys stole me too? I was just in a crate. And you didn't
You
check.
just curled up in it, couldn't sleep. She found a quiet space to nap and was like, yes. Next thing you know, you wake up on a ship full of frogs. It was a wild weekend.
Okay, so we all need to hide. Let's hide.
Jay,
Yeah.
one of the frogs, the mucus gets in your mouth somehow. How does this happen?
I lick it.
You lick the frog? Great. Can you roll me a D100, please? On impulse of all this frog talk, you lick a frog, and as you lick it, there's like a neon green pulse from your tongue, and it tastes a lot like bubble gum.
Don't lick it again.
That's it's like you read my mind.
You
I
may
like
do-
it. I'm gonna
Thank
take
you
this
for-
book with me.
Thank you for 10 retweets, everyone.
Well, that's different. I like that. Okay,
I'm putting this frog in my bag.
the bubblegum frog.
Taking it with me.
What is your bag like?
Like a satchel.
Yeah,
Like one of those old leather like book ones.
an old leather. Does it have like a metal clasp or like a tie or
A tie.
a tie? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do up very well, but you know. It's my pet frog now, it likes me, so it's gonna stay with me. I'm gonna call him Bubblegum.
Rabbit.
See? Inventing new characters here, it's great.
It's fantastic. Okay. So as you are doing this, the ship enters the shadow cast by this much larger ship as you are pulled in closer towards its hangar bay.
Okay, we need to hide. We need to hide now, please. Let's find some of the. So in the bridge, there must be some panels or something, or consoles that move, and then we've got like somewhere to get in and hide. So let's do that.
Okay, well, finding hiding spaces is a difficulty 0 thanks to your intellect check earlier. Everyone can find them. However, it will require patience to stay still in the hiding spaces and not give yourselves away. Does anyone have any training or inability with patience?
No, but I think that I'm not even gonna try that hard. I want them to think I'm trying hard.
Thank you so much, that Salty Ginger Lauren coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. They're on a 5-month streak, and you have a reroll to gift a player or me, as you wish. Okay, so we've got sort of Taffy half-assedly trying to get into one of the hiding spaces. If you would like to try and remain hidden, Can I please take an intellect check for your resolve for staying still? If you're not that bothered, you can choose to fail.
I'm gonna choose to fail.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. Is it just intellect?
Shit.
How did you do that, Alex?
What?
Incredible focus and concentration.
Oh, it's my skill.
Is there a difficulty on this?
They didn't say one.
You're muted, Scrat. Don't want to talk to us anymore.
The difficulty is 2.
Oh,
You fail, Alex.
I failed anyway.
Well, actually, the difficulty is -1 step for you, so the difficulty would have been 1, so you succeed. Just.
I super succeed, which is great because I've got glowing frog juice all over me. So, yeah, doing well.
Perfect. Lydia, you received the reroll from Lauren.
Lauren?
Mhm.
My homegirl.
So after a while, you hear the sounds of docking and such. You hear the sound of many fire extinguishers, as no one has boarded the ship. They've just started dousing the hell out of it. They're basically flooding the engine bay to try and just stop it from exploding rather than everything else. But you may also know that this has a chance of damaging your engine.
Yeah.
More than it already is.
Perhaps beyond repair. Who knows?
It's fine. It's fine. We've got 2 others.
They flooded the whole engine bay. After about half an hour, you hear the door open to the bridge, and someone comes in like, frogs everywhere. What on earth? Hello, this is the boarding team. My name is Tim from the team, and I am here to find any. We're looking for a Captain Gunner Chovus. We heard on the radio. And bloody frogs. Hello. Taffy, if you're not trying to hide, this could be a good time to make a noise or something.
All right, Taffy sneezes. Dr. Taffy.
Is she hiding where we're hiding?
Similar. You all just went for like maintenance hatches, right?
Yeah.
Did you hide together or separately?
I'm hoping separately.
Yeah.
I didn't
let's go.
hide near them. My plan was to hide and then get caught.
So like, you're like making a break for it, right? That's where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for you, we've got bubblegum flavored frogs.
After
I
everything we did.
have a plan, so we're good.
Okay. So Tim looks around the bridge. AI don't sneeze. I'm fairly sure AI don't sneeze. And comes over to the maintenance panel and just knocks on it. Just.
Hello?
Lifts off the maintenance panel and reveals Taffy. What are you doing back there?
Oh, I was hiding. You found me.
Why were you hiding?
You know, I don't really know. The people that live on this ship, they were hiding. I figured I'd do it too. I'm afraid of the frogs.
People were hiding?
Mhm.
Are they hiding in here?
Do I know where they're hiding?
Probably saw them hide.
I would say no, but then I would look around like...
Can I throw a frog at her?
Well, no, you're behind a maintenance panel. You can probably hear this, but not see it. However,
Come on.
after a moment, you hear him just go, hello, yeah, boarding team. Yeah, they are, in fact, on the bridge. They're just playing hide and seek. Don't know why. Coming along now. I'm just going to start revealing. If you want to come up this way. And goes and knocks on your panel next, Leia. Can I come in?
I'm gonna open it and throw a frog at him.
You throw a frog at this away team, Tim.
Yeah.
Can you please
And then I'm
make...
gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm scared of frogs. That's why I was hiding.
If you would like to hit this person with the frog,
Would very much.
why don't you give me a speed roll? This is a difficulty-free NPC.
Can I class this as a might defense action? He scared
Absolutely
me.
not. You are attacking him.
He scared me. I'm defending myself.
No.
Difficulty 3. Yeah, I can't do anything else. I can make it explode, but I don't really want to do that. Hey!
You hit boarding team Tim. His eyes sort of go a little funny for a second as the mucus makes its way into his mouth, and since you are attacking him, there's also a little bit of a spark, some
That is one charged up frog there.
yeah, what's it called? Static electricity hits him as well, and he just sort of ugh, and faints.
Whoops. I'm gonna pull my hatch back.
What do the rest of you do?
I'm sticking really close to boarding team.
I have the face of betrayal. I have been betrayed. The game's up. Pushing the panel aside, I just step out. Yes, it's me you're after.
I guess I'll come out if my captain's coming out. I'm gonna pick up the frog that I threw at him though.
Captain, I'm just the most qualified.
It's good enough.
Tim is currently unconscious on the floor, having been hit with frog. You did hear him call the rest of the boarding team.
Did you want to see to him, perhaps? I mean, who knows what these things do beyond get literally everywhere.
Tastes nice.
Please stop licking frogs.
When you touch the maintenance panel layer, the golden maintenance panel, it turns to solid gold.
Touch all the things. Just nothing electronic.
My frog hasn't turned to gold, has he?
Touch my chair.
I'll touch his chair, see what happens.
Nothing happens.
I want to take that with you.
It's very big, like...
Yeah, it's ours. Part of the ship. Could pay to fix some of the ship. We could bribe people with it. Failing that, we could hit with it.
Might have to. Gold's flexible. No. Okay, so...
After a few moments, you hear some boots from outside, and you hear, hello, who's in there? This is the boarding team. Tim, are you okay? And the door starts to open.
Okay, I open the door. Come in, come in.
Tim licked a frog.
Tim seems to have fallen ill. Our doctor is tending to him.
I don't know how he made captain of the boarding team. I really don't. Hello, my name is Suzanne. I am boarding team Suzanne. We're here to make sure that you're all okay, and try and put your ship back in order. We notice your ship's not marked. You know, in Republic space, all ships are required to have markings, a name and ID tag.
Oh, really? It was definitely there when we left the trading post.
Yes, your ship does seem quite beaten up. Did you have trouble on the outer rim?
We did
Hit a lightning storm.
have some navigation issues and did go through a bit of a storm, yes.
Okay, well, I'm sure we can help you resolve that, and I'm sure you'll have the ship's handbook around here somewhere. We can get the information from there. Butch, could you come and give us a hand in here? We're going to need a hand, I think, and this 7 foot tall, 4 foot wide person steps through the door.
Hello.
Hello. Looks like some sort of Goliath or giant man.
Do come in.
Hello.
Find the frogs.
Okay. See him pick up a frog and just kind of pet it.
Oh.
The biggest of frogs.
How's gravity where we are?
You are on the ship. When they disabled your ship's power, the 0G started to kick in. But once you came back onto the within the ship's holding bay, gravity kicked back in again.
Frogs spawn everywhere.
Oh.
If you come with me, Suzanne will check over your ship logs and everything, and we'll be sure to get you back out into public space in no time.
Ah, perfect. Thank you very much. Let's go, crew. Leave the frogs.
Leia's just going to quickly pile frogs into her bag as she's leaving. Not a penalty here for introducing new species, is there?
I don't suppose any of you are medically trained, are you? You can take a quick look at Tim.
I'll get down and like start taking Tim's vital signs.
Yeah, okay. This will be intellect test level 3, but I believe you're trained in that sort of thing, so it would only be a difficulty 2 for you.
Okay, intellect. And then difficulty 3.
Only 2 for you.
Oh. Let's try that again. Okay. Can I add effort to it?
If you would like to, you'll subtract the amount from your intellect pool.
No. Tim's a goner.
On a 1, I get to intrude. I get to intrude on the story and change something to make things harder for the party. So she is sort of looking over your shoulder. You realise that Tim is, in fact, halfway to catatonic.
Oh no, Tim.
It seems that he's under the effect of a powerful space hallucinogenic known as frogs.
Inventive
Terrible.
with the names.
Far-reaching, ostensive, galactic stuff.
Syndrome.
That is a man
Syndrome.
that cannot handle his amphibians.
Those frogs are worth money.
Are they like recreationally traded?
Recreationally is one way of putting it. You could also say this is like heroin times 10.
Oh, okay, so I could also give it for pain.
Yeah.
He's not in any pain. I'll give you that. He's not in any pain.
Noted. Not now.
Give him mental notes for the future.
Is he alright?
If you don't let him near any frogs, he should wake up with a headache in a few hours.
Oh, okay. Great.
Maybe
we'll
turn
just
him on his side.
turn him on his side. Okay. Oh boy. Do you have a permit for the frogs?
I'll whip around and look at them. They don't
It's more
even
of more of an infestation rather than a choice.
Infestation.
This is why we ended up going through the storm. Some cargo that we brought aboard happened to be infested with these, and they have done nothing but jump around my ship and breed everywhere. And I mean everywhere.
You hear a crackle from a worse sounding radio this time. Borden team, this is engineering team. The engines They're a mess. There's like frog spawn everywhere. There's tadpoles trying to form in the petrol. This is a nightmare. Petrol? Did I say petrol? You know what I mean. Deuterium. It's a nightmare down here. I don't think this ship's going to be flying again for weeks.
Do you have a spare? I mean, we've got to get the doctor back to wherever she's headed.
Oh, where are you headed, Doctor?
Hopefully wherever you're headed.
You mean we're here? Amazing!
Hey, who do you address that to? Her?
Boarding team Suzanne.
Boarding team Suzanne. Oh my. Very forward. Okay, well, we'll see what we'll see what happens.
I didn't mean it like that.
I mean, it sounded like a pickup line. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna correct you, but okay, I guess you are.
All right then. We've got a place for you to stay. Follow me.
Okay.
Amazing, lead the way.
And you're taken through an umbilical cord into the ship proper, where Butch takes you to a room very close to the umbilical cord. It's like a hatch door. Presses a button, hatch comes up. Walks in. Says, "Now look, there's 3 beds. You can see there's a table and chairs there. There is a food thing at the back of the room. You literally just go on the menu, just select what you want from the menu and press it, and it will materialize. And the captain will surely be with you very shortly."
And just to clarify, there are no frogs. None? No frogs?
No frogs? What?
There are no frogs in this room that was sealed, that we're now in. There are no frogs.
There shouldn't be any frogs in this room.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hey, when Tim got knocked out by that frog, it's because it hit him in his face? Is that what happened? Did he eat some of the, like, frog slime?
Yeah, he ingested it.
Okay, can I have some frogs in my medical bag?
Yeah, you can have frogs wherever you like.
Perfect.
Alright,
Waking
well,
up 3 days later with a headache.
Captain will be back in a bit. You cannot leave this room under any circumstances. See you later, bye! And he walks out the room and presses the button, and hatch comes down. There is no panel on this side of the room.
So, I know both of you have got frogs on you. So if we let them out, then we can then complain that their ship is also infested with frogs.
Frog epidemic.
Exactly. A frogademic. And then we can get out of here. Sharpish.
They might know it's us, though.
Well, of course. We've just come aboard from a ship that is infested with frogs.
Can I want to do a thing.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do?
Okay. Oh, man. Can I try to use my terrifying presence on the captain?
The captain,
This captain.
Me.
Gunner.
we will make Gunner do an intellect defense roll against, I believe yours is difficulty 3, right? Unless you use effort to increase the level. So how much effort would you like to put into this? Bearing in mind for you to try and make it work, Taffy. So each level costs 2 intellect points.
Okay, I want it as much as I can, and it's Dr. Taffy.
Dr. Taffy, I apologize.
I really want him to fail.
Just bear in mind that I am trained in resisting mental effects.
So how much intellect do you have currently?
Me or the doctor?
Dr. Taffy.
I don't know. How do I know that?
Look at your intellect pool.
Okay, so my intellect pool is 17, and I have an
Oh
edge.
god, okay.
So yeah, you can put this all the way up to difficulty 10 by spending 14 intellect points.
Okay.
Your intellect was what? Sorry, 17?
Mhm.
You can do that if you like. It will leave you very low on intellect. Like, you'll be feeling a bit drained. But difficulty 10 is also
Traveling
impossible.
with him, would I know like how hard this would be? Like how much I need to intimidate him? Am I asked many meta questions?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. You know,
Okay,
you know roughly.
I really want him to fail, so do it. I'm gonna intimidate the shit out of him.
Please reduce your intellect down to 3.
Okay.
Gunnar, you have a difficulty 10 intellect task to try and beat here.
9 because I'm trained.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's let's see what I can do here. Maybe.
Leia's gonna watch you and lick a
No,
frog
it
again.
literally doesn't do anything besides that.
So it looks like level 9 then.
Right, so realistically, what have I got?
Level 9, you have to spend effort to make it possible.
So, 1, 2, 3,
Maybe possible.
5. 7. Okay, I can spend enough effort, I can spend just enough effort to lower it by 4.
To make it a 5, which would need an 18 or higher roll. Okay. So on the roller, please put in difficulty 9, put in your levels of effort, and we'll go from there. By the way, Lydia, your reroll you can use on any dice that hits the table, just so you're aware.
Fantastic.
So please reduce your intellect pool by 9. Yeah, the terrifying presence works. Would you like Gunnar to be frozen in place, to run away, or take another appropriate action?
I would like him to be frozen in place so much that I could put like an entire like frog covered in frog juice in his mouth. Can I do that?
I think it would give you a distinct advantage, because the thing does specify you can't move whilst you're doing the terrifying presence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to give you...
I'll put the frog in his mouth.
Okay, yeah. So I could have been super terrifying to him, and she's like, "Oh shit!" and then she'll do it, right?
Yeah, Leia puts the frog in Gunnar's mouth. Gunnar, you don't have a chance. You get frogged. Please make me an intellect defense roll. We'll leave it at difficulty 0, and we'll just see how off your face you get.
We're just passing the time.
The frog has no effect on Gunnar.
That one was a dud.
I'm still horrified.
Wait, can I can I use my reroll to make him reroll that?
Yeah, of course you can.
No! Fine.
Got it.
It's fine.
Oh! 2 in a row. Who would have thought?
It was meant to be.
It was. So yeah, unfortunately,
He's been on this ship licking frogs for like weeks to build up tolerance.
There's been no food.
There's been no food. Yeah, Gunnar has built up a resistance to frog. That's going to be the major effect. The major effect, I think, is that Gunnar is permanently resistant to frog.
That's it.
Or Gunnar is the frog lord.
Well, I can't compete against the frog lord, so I'll just sit back down.
All that effort. So,
Just
what?
well played.
How does Gunnar react to being terrified, and then Dr. Taffy just returning back to a seemingly nice doctor?
Just used to it now, like.
I guess I would kind of shrug and be like, I don't know, do no harm, and then just sit back down. I tried.
Okay, well, I think to start with, I will remove the frog from my mouth.
Why?
Just it's slightly difficult to talk. So, taking the frog out and just popping it down. So I figured it would only be a matter of time before somebody tried that. So I've been eating tadpoles for weeks.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
you've been eating tadpoles for weeks. That's absolutely fine and valid.
So I mean, it was a valiant effort. However, I was one step ahead. Next time, though. Next time.
You
know,
mean
we
you were
might-
really lucky?
I mean, 2 20s in a row is not really lucky. It's exceptionally lucky.
Oh,
Again,
Never again.
That's twice it's happened now.
Except it wasn't at Nat 1s last time.
Rigged.
No, there was another one that it happened with that as well. And there were many nat ones in a row.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Well, I
As
guess
a
we're going to wait for the captain
team?
after the casual mutiny.
The captain doesn't arrive for quite a while.
That's fine.
Is there a sleeve?
No, the door's shut.
I could like blow up the lock or so.
Our ship doesn't work. Are there windows? Can we
Uh,
see out?
There are no windows, but there is a nice solid door there, though, Jay.
Yeah, I could blow the door up. You don't want me to blow the door up? I'm gonna blow
Yeah.
this door up.
Not yet.
The door explodes. Do you do it now or not?
Why not now, Captain?
We need to know where we're going.
Okay, I'll go do it now. You
The
can talk
door
about where we're going while I do it.
The door explodes, and from outside you hear a cry of alarm. Ah!
Release the frogs.
Are you like just let go of the frogs?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Excellent.
Obviously not my not bubblegum.
Not bubblegum, but all the other
Princess
frogs.
Yeah, got like pretzel and blueberry and pancake, all of those ones. I've been hungry on this ship, can you tell?
Outside the door, you see boarding team Suzanne lean around.
Oh no.
Everything all right in there?
Rushing towards the door, Gunnar is going to sort of step over the frogs, grab hold of Suzanne and go, "They're in here too!"
Please make me a deception check.
Yeah. Oh, shit. This could go really well. Difficulty?
Boarding team Suzanne is a difficulty 4 NPC.
Okay. May I use the frogs as an asset? After all, they're here.
Yes, I'll give it to you. Tenuous link. Difficulty 3.
If I spend any effort, I will just pass out and then die.
Well, you don't die. You just become impaired.
What, with 0 intellect?
Yes.
Really? I thought you died.
Yeah, no. I was telling you how.
Captain.
I you know, we're all learning here at the academy. I was telling you how to do the system wrong. Essentially, it's
Oh,
the
cool.
first
Okay.
pull that hits 0, you become impaired. Then you become.
Oh.
Is it disability?
Yeah, impaired, disabled, and then incapacitated. Yeah.
That's it.
Don't I shrug one of those off?
Uh,
I think I do.
possibly.
I think I remember that.
Is
Don't.
Gunnar still carrying around the big sheet of gold?
No, there's a board. I swear to God, if they've taken our gold. Okay, I passed. Using
You
my
do
natural
pass.
charisma.
Oh my. Well, I have another room next door I can put you in.
Next door? Well, next door is next door, isn't it? There's bound to be more frogs. They're in the air ducts. They're going to be everywhere.
The air ducts are sealed in your room. A frog shouldn't be able to get through them.
How did they get in here? The room was sealed.
They're magic frogs.
I think we're going to have to put you in decontamination.
Look, the frog blew the door up.
Your equipment, clothing, etc. will be incinerated. We'll hose you down with disinfectant and other things to try and kill any space bacteria on you, and then give you some fresh gowns. Follow me. Coming to see if you guys are all doing okay.
Do you want to be a mage?
Prax, thank you so much for the sub. That is a 6-month streak. Thank you. You have a reroll to gift a player of your choice.
Is it just her there?
Yeah, it's just her. She was just coming along to come and check on you, check you were all okay.
Turn to Gunner. I'm gonna be like, we could always hit her. That big sheet of gold.
The big sheet of gold that's on the ship.
Did you not bring it with you?
No.
You're useless.
I think that's obvious. At least I'm immune to frogs.
Yeah, that's what you got going for you. Well done. Stick it on your Tinder profile. There.
I think that's Spindler. Space Tinder.
Spindler. Immune to the effects of space frogs, illegal or otherwise. Yeah, send it.
If you look down the corridor, you can see in the umbilical cord, the tail end of like engineers who are just like signing documents and things, just ticking off things, looking exasperated.
Does that seem like it's fixed?
No, it looks like they're taking inventory of the things on board.
Oh. As whatever her name is, gonna call her Gertrude now, is walking off. Can we just walk the other way?
That would be a stealth roll if you'd like to do that. That would be a speed roll.
I'm gonna give it a go.
You think Taffy could use that reroll? Taffy, you get a reroll again.
Oh, good.
What's the difficulty?
Suzanne is a difficulty 4 NPC.
Oh, I don't like her.
I do. Sorry, just taking it back.
It did not go well.
It did not. She turns and looks over her shoulder and goes, this way. I don't think I caught your names. I introduced myself. I'm Suzanne, boarding team Suzanne. You must be Captain Gunner?
Yes, that's me.
Gertrude.
Gertrude, nice to meet you. It's this way. We're going this way, Gertrude. And you, Doctor, you saw to my friend Tim, but I never caught your name.
It's Dr. Taffy.
Dr. Taffy. Oh, that's a really nice name.
Thanks, so is Suzanne.
Thank you. Anyway, this way.
Maybe they need to go on Spinder.
The captain's desk. The captain's
As if we've got her flustered.
Yeah, she like just straightens her hair a little bit. Okay. The captain's quarters are this way. Yeah. Come along. He's wanted to speak to you about some of your cargo, and we couldn't find your ship handbook anywhere. I wonder, do you have it on you, Captain?
No, maybe it's in the room full of frogs and explosions.
What's that
Yes.
lightning storm?
It seems that frogs and explosions seems to follow you around.
Believe me, I know. It's not through choice.
Thank you very much, Kentucky Hawkeye, who uses in-game currency to give Leia a reroll.
I was muted. Thank you.
And she starts walking down the corridor again.
Well, I'm kind of out of options here, people. It looks like this is it.
The captain's quarters are just through this way. Actually, I wonder, Doctor. There's actually something going on in the medical bay that could use attention. Our doctors are frankly stumped. Perhaps we could pull you away for a moment. The captain will just want to speak captain stuff with the other captain, I'm sure.
I would love to consult on that case.
Fantastic. This way.
Okay.
Walking into the captain's quarters, he is an elderly gentleman who smokes a pipe. Hello, yes, Captain Chovis, right? This is Captain Tipperware. Tipperware, not to be mistaken with Tupperware, thank you. I had enough of that when I was a child. Your ship.
Yes, Captain.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's currently a wreck, and it's full of frogs.
Been in some kind of battle, have you?
No.
Been in a battle on the Outer Rim, perhaps?
No, not at all. No, we left the trading post in Quadrant 7, I think, and carrying some cargo and ferrying our good doctor to here apparently, and then it turns out that our cargo had been infested, and also the trading post had been infested by frogs. Would you believe it?
Could you please make me a history or lore check, Gunnar?
Fine.
Aren't they a little difficult for you as well?
Little bit. What difficulty?
Just make a standard check.
Oh, okay.
Or up the difficulty one. Oh! You would know that the place you just described is a trading post with the Outer Rim, and there's been rumors that it is a place where traders in illicit materials often trade. Might have been part of the reason you went there, maybe. And coming from there in a state of battle with frogs on board looks bad.
It does look bad, and I fully appreciate how bad it does look. But, Captain, I can assure you, our intentions intentions for going to the trading post were to rescue the good doctor. She become stranded there after her transport vessel was hijacked. We got a distress beacon, and as we were in the area-ish, I mean, we were only a few days away, we took a detour, and unfortunately we lost a crew member in the process. Managed to free her and get her aboard, and then and get away, but also the frogs managed to get aboard, and then they infested the navigation system and the warp drive, and we went through a warp storm, which is why the ship is in so much damage.
Oh, I see. That does sound awful. What happened to the ship's logbook?
The logbook? Oh, the only thing I can think of is it would have been held by our engineer, who unfortunately isn't here.
It's a shame the doctor's not here to verify your story. I wonder where she's gone to.
The doctor's actually assisting your doctors with a case, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's awfully generous.
Yes, I believe it is.
Well, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to call this one in and get some advice from the Republic quarters. I mean, coming from that area of space immediately puts you under suspicion. But if you're on a rescue mission, who put you on this rescue mission? Is it an act of goodwill?
Yes, it was a distress beacon that we picked up when the transport ship was hijacked.
And what faction do you work for?
Jack Systems. We're entirely independent.
Independent company. Do you have any tradings with the Republic?
We haven't for some time. But we're not against trading. Not at all.
You there, first mate, are you? What?
Yeah.
What do you have to say on all of this?
Not much, sir. It's the captain that speaks.
Yeah, I know that. I'm interested in your opinion. Anything the captain's missed out? Anything that can help us make progress?
I don't believe so. We went through a lightning storm.
Went through a lightning storm.
Wasn't
Well,
good.
most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Why don't you both make me some sort of persuasion roll?
That intellect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any particular difficulty?
No, we'll go for a 0 again and see how well you do.
You watch. It'll be a 1. Oh no. I'll take it.
Was it 1?
Just
0.
0.
Oh.
Well, you didn't do much talking, so that's fair, to be fair. Okay, then in that case, everything seems reasonable. I don't see too much problem. We need to get your ship registered again, back on Republic records.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Good. We can do that for you. We will confiscate all of the frogs.
Well, please do. You do know the frogs are now on your ship.
Oh, I wouldn't worry.
They were here anyway.
No. Believe me, they breed like, well, frogs.
Don't worry. We have built-in pest control.
Okay. So did we.
We call them Dr. Licks, or Daleks for short. Little bots that go around destroying any pests.
I'm sure his pest controller is up to scratch, Gunner.
Captain.
Sir.
Yes, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Look at this place. It's spotless. A doctor would fit in very well here.
Anyway, we'll get rid of the frogs, we'll replace your engines, but we will need to get you registered, of course. Now, this sole trader business out on your own, lone wolves. Commendable. Commendable it is, but no future for it, you know. This we're a peacekeeping vessel. But perhaps we could get you in the Republic, working for them. You know, we have some rather respectable posts on outlying planets and other things that could feed your adventuring need and perhaps make you a respectable income. How does that make you feel?
That sounds amazing. We'd never turn away work.
Whilst this conversation is going on, we will pan around to Taffy, Dr. Taffy, as Suzanne leads you down a number of corridors, and I would like to offer you a GM intrusion. When I offer you a GM intrusion, you may take an XP, which you may use to re-roll a roll, or if you have 2 XP, you can do a player intrusion, which means you do exactly what I do when I intrude, but you do it to me rather than the other way around. You may take 1 XP for yourself and pass it to someone else if you accept. You don't have to accept my intrusion.
I'll accept.
She doesn't lead you to the med bay.
Okay.
She leads you to the cargo bay and sort of turns like, oh no, I've led you to the wrong place.
Oh no.
Oh my, how foolish of me.
Suzanne, I thought there would be a surgery.
I'm feeling very unwell, Doctor.
I take her vitals.
As you are doing so, she tries to hold your hand and stuff like, oh, the light, it's going. But if you feel so warm and all of this, so she's trying to seduce you. Not very well. She's very awkward about it. It's a bit, you know.
I mean, I'm very awkward about accepting this, so like I feel like she'd be like, oh, maybe it's the flu.
trying to like put her off?
No, I'll pick up what she's putting down.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to do with it though. Like, is she cute or?
You know, she's sort of like a mousy blonde. She's got some thick-framed rectangular spectacles, quite a chiseled face.
I'm into it.
Yeah, she's wearing just like overalls, which are unbuttoned ever so slightly. And she's definitely into you. That's obvious.
All right. I'm into Suzanne. Okay, so I would take Suzanne's vitals. I don't know what else to do though.
I mean, I feel much better, Doctor. If only you could kiss it better.
Okay.
And then yeah, you guys can have a smooch.
Me and I'll ask her to dinner.
And she says, "Oh, I'm very much looking forward to it." She's now very hot and bothered, sweating. She lightly kisses you on the cheek again before almost skipping away, leaving you in the middle of the ship, not really sure where you are.
Scope and like listen to her heart.
Oh, it's hammering. You know.
Hammering for Dr. Tappy.
And is she running a fever? She seems very hot in more than one sense of the word.
She is. Yeah, pretty severe.
So she leaves. She leaves with the promise of dinner. She says, "Brilliant! I'll see you in the cafeteria at 0800." And
I watch her leave.
And she knows it as well. She's doing the sway thing, but she's a little clumsy with it, you know, like not quite Bambi in heels, but trying to do the sway a little more than she's comfortable with doing. She's a working woman, but she knows you're watching and she's trying to put on a show.
I've also been like a prisoner on a ship, so like I'm probably not any better.
When she gets to the door, she like puts her hand on the wall. "I'll see you tonight," and then like leaves, trailing her fingers. But yeah, you're alone in the cargo bay now.
What kind of cargo is around?
It looks like military cargo. It's all like big boxes with like barcodes on.
Where do you think we got the frogs from?
Okay, can I use my stethoscope to listen to the crates and see if there's anything moving in them?
There isn't any moving thing in the first crate you go to. It's the stethoscope doesn't give you any sound, but you can hear like a light thrumming, I guess. Not quite not really a sound so much as a vibration. Like it's sort of like it sounds like something is powered in there.
Like an electric toothbrush or
somewhere between electric toothbrush and emergency backup generator.
Okay.
Somewhere between those two. You've killed Alex. Alex is dead.
The case.
It was just you hear a slight light vibration. I was like, nope.
I didn't even make that connection until afterwards.
Okay. I want to look in that crate.
As you lift the clasp on the crates, you can see inside is a why don't you give me an intellect roll? Let's see if you know what this is. Just difficulty 0. We'll see how high it goes. This is a big white construction with a screen on it. Looks like there's some handles, and at one end you can hear this like and at the other end it's just like a big hollow tube.
Does it
Sort of looks like a gun.
a gun?
maybe?
Oh, okay.
But like big.
I'm an officer of medicine, so I probably don't know what that is. But if it looks big and important and is powered, I would take it.
Okay. I mean, you won't be able to conceal this. You'll just be, you know.
Yeah, that I'm totally cool with that. I'm just gonna carry it around.
Great.
Okay, I found this back there, Suzanne.
Suzanne has left. Suzanne has
I know,
trailed,
but maybe
trailed
I'll
away.
impress her with it later. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, she would probably love that or be terrified. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So, where would you like to go next? Would you like to continue investigating crates, or
Yes.
by all means? You can find that at least 10 of the crates have these exact items in.
10 of them have these like big ol' vibraty thingies.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Listen, it's a technical term.
We
Okay,
can't
I
really
would
call it like an oscillator or anything else either. That just makes it worse. Yeah.
Yeah, don't know.
No.
There's no coming back from this.
We just have to accept it at this point and carry on.
It's fine. I'll take one and try to like just cover up the rest of the crates. I don't care, and then leave the cargo bay and see where I can find. I don't want to find the captain and Leia. I don't want to find them. So I would go the opposite direction.
I don't blame you.
Okay, so you'll continue further into the ship then. Perhaps not the way that, not the way Suzanne brought you, but another way altogether. And we will pan back to the captain for just a second. As the Captain Tipperware is refilling his pipe. He says, "Been a while, hasn't it? Maybe we should call down to medical and see how they're getting on. What do you think?"
Oh yes, definitely. Let's do that. I'm curious.
Hello, medical. Medical, is Suzanne there yet? And no, Captain, we have not seen Suzanne down here yet. Why'd you ask? I understand one of the doctors that has been aboard the ship is coming down to help you with something going on down there. I don't think Mr. Tibbles quite justifies it, Captain. Sorry. Well, the only patient we have in at the minute is the ship cat. What's
That
wrong
sounds
with
very suspect.
What's wrong with Mr. Tibbles?
Like a frog.
Oh, nothing. He's just getting his regular jabs. Oh. Oh.
Well, now I'm very worried, Captain.
Me too.
Truly, we are truly worried.
Do you really think that Dr. Taffy is who they say they are?
Well, they're a doctor.
How do you know?
Well, I'm not dead. And there have been a couple of occasions where I was very nearly dead.
She would not save us unless she was obliged under the Hippocratic Oath to do so.
Unless she's a serial killer. We're all in trouble.
No,
Dun dun dun!
I'll be safe. I only ever have eggs for breakfast.
You're fine then.
Right. Forget all this locked up nonsense. You've convinced me that you're good, well-meaning people. Let's get to looking around the ship for the doctors, shall we? And
Let's
Doctor
do
and
it.
Suzanne. Funny
Yes.
thing, Suzanne was only added to my roster a couple of weeks ago.
I'm sure you did extensive vetting. Didn't you?
Sent by the Republic. I just have to accept those sort of orders.
According to whom?
The Republic.
Sounds like
so
a
if I
foolproof
walked out
system.
the room and came back in and said, "Hi, I'm from the Republic,"
Oh no, I did get orders. I did get orders
Oh.
from HQ. I did get HQ. Suzanne will be joining you. You are to look after her as though she's one of your own crew and bring her wherever she needs to go. So I stuck her on the boarding team.
I see.
Nincompoops on the boarding team mostly. She had a bit of sass to her, a bit of intellect. Team needed it. Good for the team.
And you know that one of your team members is currently unconscious.
Sorry.
Yeah, he licked a frog. God knows why.
They're toxic, and they're now aboard your ship. And Suzanne was looking
Probably licking
after
frogs
that.
as well.
Interesting.
I see red flags all around here.
The reports from the ship were that the frogs were highly hallucinogenic and give stimulation, but didn't say anything about passing out.
Well, Tim, I believe it's Tim, away team Tim, was incapacitated, catatonic even.
Speaking of which, it was Miss Taffy that was looking at him.
Yes,
Really?
Dr. Taffy.
Yes.
Which doesn't seem like a coincidence.
No such thing.
We should find them.
We should. Lead on. I imagine you know where your doctor would go. How long have you known her?
Weeks? Probably not even that, to be honest. A few weeks.
So maybe not.
No. Where would Suzanne go?
Probably back to the boarding team barracks. The BTB. Ah.
We should start there.
Indeed, let's go. Dr. Taffy, as you are walking around the ship, you can find various buildings, including a map. Is there any in particular you'd particularly like to go? You can see where the bridge is, where the brig is, where the cafeteria is. Any other place that you can think of on a ship that you would like to go?
Well, I want to look at the map.
Mhm.
Is there anything out of the ordinary on it?
The hangar bay that currently holds Captain Gunner's ship is sort of flashing orange.
Well, that doesn't seem good. I'm not gonna go there. Where would I want to go? I guess I would want to go to the dining area, like the dining hall.
Okay.
If I
Certainly.
can find a food simulator.
Yeah, you can head to the cafeteria. The cafeteria is mostly empty except for these machines at the back. Think Star Trek, where you go and punch in your thing and you get food. So
Perfect. Okay. She would get some super cold water because she's, flushed.
of course, yeah, cold water.
Yeah. Is the cafeteria area close to the medical bay?
Quite close, yes.
Okay, I'd like to hit that up now.
Okay. As you enter the medical bay, you can see a doctor
Mm-hmm.
passed out on the floor.
Uh-oh. Is she cute? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Is there blood around her, or does she?
There is no blood.
Okay, I would want to go and investigate and see what's up.
It would seem that this person is under the same sort of near catatonic state as
Frogs.
Tim.
Uh-oh. Are there any frogs in the room?
There are not.
Okay.
Would you like
Well-
to investigate the doctor a little more, see how they may have contracted this?
I do. First, I'd roll her on her side, though, so she doesn't aspirate.
Of course, yeah.
And then I would want to see if there were frogs on her or around her, or if there was some other medium in which they entered her system.
Sure, give me an intellect roll.
Sure.
Just another difficulty 0, we'll see how this does.
Okay. I'm down on intellect. Okay. That's pretty good, right?
On an 18, you find there is a small like syringe hole going through her lab coat into her hip.
Like a large bore needle. Is there a needle around or a syringe or any kind of cap to one?
You can see what looks like a syringe around, except it's not your traditional push-pull syringe. It looks like the sort of syringe that you might have seen loaded into medical rifles and that sort of thing, a distance.
Like a harpoon almost, but sophisticated.
Yeah, like a harpoon or blow dart maybe, but more sophisticated.
Oh shit! Does the like big vibratey thing that I'm holding look like it would fire things like that?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, they you can see the diameter of the syringe. You can see the diameter of the big vibratey thing.
Technical term.
It's much smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she have any cool Star Trek-y medical stuff? Like a little computer that I could like beep boop her?
Yeah, you can totally do that. You can load her into a bed and beep boop her and all the rest of it. And
that's what I want to do then.
On one of the tables, there is a note. It says Dr. Taffy.
Oh. Is it from Suzanne?
It is from Suzanne. As you open it, you see Suzanne on the bottom.
What does it say?
Change of plans. Meet me on your ship when they've replaced the engine. Bring the big vibrating thing.
Oh no! No, Suzanne, no. Okay. I'm gonna take that note and fold it up and put it in my pocket. But I do want to do like the beep boop test on the passed out doctor.
Okay, yeah. It can confirm that her maybe her pancreas or bladder. I don't know. I don't know enough about medicine to do anything. Is full of drugs, basically.
Probably her kidneys.
Kidneys. There you go. And she has passed out as a result of that, as it is filtering into her blood.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna roll her on her side and then probably just hook her up with like an IV of some saline to help flush it out. Maybe she'll feel a little better when she wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I would take my love letter from Suzanne and go check on the status of my ship.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
As you look at the map again, there's another map outside the medic's bay. You can see the flashing orange stops flashing orange and instead goes to a dull green.
Oh. That's so perfect. Okay, I guess I'll go check it out.
Okay. We'll pan back across to Captain Gunner. And Captain Tipperware. As you enter the barracks. And in the barracks there are several things. There is Tim laying on a bed on his side, as instructed by Dr. Taffy. And Butch, who is playing table tennis. But he's playing table tennis on his own, so he's just serving, then collecting... No! Serving, then collecting the ball, and then serving again.
Gunnar just turns to Tipperware and just says, I see what you mean by needed a bit of intellect.
Yes, Butch is very strong, very capable. Tim is a fine shot. If you are on the wrong end of his gun, he will mow you down with bullets before you can say, hello, Dolly. But, they're not the brightest of folk.
Okay, good, we're fixed. No, it seems that way.
Hello!
Hello, again.
Hi.
Hello,
So,
yeah.
Tim is unconscious. Thus confirms my story.
Yes, quite unconscious. You say he licked a frog?
Something like that. He just passed out. I was indisposed at the time.
It's funny, what's that sticking out of his back? Points with his pipe. Have a look, will you?
I don't know.
I don't like to touch the crew too much.
No, I get that. I wish I'd...
Lawsuits, you know how it is.
Yes. Okay, so I'll investigate.
Roll me an intellect.
What is sticking out of his back? Difficulty?
0. We'll see how high you get. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can see that they have been hit by some sort of syringe. In fact, it's still sticking out of their back.
Curiouser. Okay. I will very, very carefully remove the syringe and just hold it up. Any ideas, Captain?
None whatsoever.
Looks to me like this is a tranquilizer dart.
Looks to me like
Something-
your staff need to clean up after themselves a bit better.
It does look that way.
You're trying to tranquilize your own unconscious staff? Or rather, someone else aboard is? Seems very suspect. Maybe it should be us reporting someone aboard.
Perhaps it should. We may need to raise the alert. I've just received a message from the Republic HQ. Give me a second. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Do we have deers to worry about as well as frogs?
No, much worse. As a frog hops into the room, followed by a small robot that goes exterminate and destroys the frog.
That was Flapjack.
Amazing. Can we borrow one of those?
Yeah, it's like a little plunger that fires out of it and then like. Yes, they're top of the range, No, the communication from HQ is quite disturbing. Seems their last communication was a miscommunication. There is no Suzanne Harding aboard this ship. We were sent a galactic prisoner.
Oh.
Yes. It seems we were sent an assassin under the name of Selvin, which we were supposed to restrain, high security restrain.
I mean, those two things are very, very different.
Yes. They're very apologetic. They're sending out squads to come and help us.
Well, we need to find my doctor, don't we?
Yes. Well, obviously
Because
she's not here.
If anything's happened to our doctor, it'll be way more than a lawsuit that you need to worry about.
Yes, I tell you what, I will pull all of my crew into finding the doctor and Suzanne, as we know her.
No, not your entire crew.
Oh, you have a better recommendation?
Yes, maximum security. Lockdown everywhere. We'll take it room by room. I don't care if it takes a month.
Ship lockdown, that would be an interesting choice, yes.
No one in, no one out. Although, in's fine because that's going to be your reinforcements.
Need it to look like you're actually doing something as well when they turn up to retrieve the prisoner that you don't have.
Exactly. How bad is it going to look when they're not here, and you turn up? They turn up, and I'll just let in.
All you have is frogs.
Right, I like it. He pulls up his wrist communicator, hits a big red button, and ship lockdown. Doors start locking all over. Now, the only people that can unlock these doors is me, and entering Republic people, and people with Republic access codes.
So the majority of your staff.
No. Access codes are very, very hard to come by.
Did you give Suzanne access codes?
No, I would never give any boarding team access codes. That's crazy.
Okay. Who else has access codes, and are they still conscious? Conveniently.
Top tier ambassadors, Republic governors,
Doctors.
I don't know if there's a doctor override or not. We'll pan back over to Taffy. Taffy, you're heading back to the ship, right?
Yup.
As you get close to the ship, you can see Suzanne leaning against a door which is now locked over the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord is locked down. There's a big screen in front of it.
Like keeping us out?
Keeping you out of the ship, yeah. In fact, as you were walking, you heard a number of shutters come down as big blast doors covered all the doorways, even covering the closed doors.
Uh-oh. So I can't get onto our ship. Would I know any, like, codes to... I guess not, right?
Well, Suzanne, I was hoping that you might have your doctor's... Suzanne? That's me. Hi, Taffy. Dr. Taffy. Can I call you Taffy, or... Call you
It's
Doctor?
Dr. Taffy, but you can call me Taffy.
I don't know, I quite like calling you Doctor.
Oh.
I don't suppose you have your medical card on you, do you?
All the time.
Well, this blasted door is shut on us, and I'm wondering if there might be a medical override so we can get aboard the ship.
Okay, I'll try.
Would you like me to hold that for you? She says, gesturing to the big...
Vibrating gun.
Yeah, vibrating gun.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll let her hold it. Sweet Dr. Taffy would let her hold it. And then I will try to use my badge.
Yeah, as you put your badge across, it says, do you wish to use medical override?
Yes. Of course
Please
I do.
enter code. And of course, you know the emergency code would be like 911 or 999 or similar.
Uh-huh, yep. I entered 911.
Fantastic. Why don't we get aboard your ship? I think they cleared out all the frogs and replaced the engine.
That's great. Maybe there will be a few frogs, though. Just, for fun or not.
I mean, you have a medicine bag. Do you still have some on you?
Oh. I guess I probably do.
Fantastic. Now, there might still be some engineers aboard, but don't worry, I'll deal with them, and then if you like, we can leave. Do you want to wait for your crew at all?
No. No.
Fantastic. We'll pan back to Leia and Gunnar. Medical overrides used on your ship's engine bay.
Shocker.
I figured.
Oh no. Shall I send people down there quick?
Yes, please.
How
How quickly can we get there?
Tell me, your ship, it didn't look very top of the range, but does it happen to have some sort of top of the range hijacking security or anything like that?
No, it could barely fly in a straight line.
We did replace the engine for you.
Okay, so it can now fly. The navigation is absolutely useless. Our doctor was the only one that could actually get it to fly in any kind of, she's aboard, isn't she?
Was our navigation useless, or were we just not able to fly it?
Bit of both.
Hmm.
I never learn. There was always someone else to do.
As you walk onto the ship, Dr. Taffy, Suzanne walks ahead of you, and you hear someone shout out, "Hey, you're not supposed to be aboard here, we're in lockdown!" And she fires the big vibrating gun at them.
Oh, so it is dangerous.
The big vibrating gun at them, it hits them, and this is like expanding foam, just starts expanding and just pins them to the wall. Oh.
Do they die?
They don't die straight away.
Straight away. So there's still time.
Suzanne turns to you and goes, "Do you know, I've always wondered what these do."
Me too.
Do you think he's in trouble, or would it only be if that covers his mouth and nose?
I'm gonna check on him. I want to check on that guy she just shot.
I'll wait for you in the bridge. I'll get things booted up.
Okay. How's Foamy, McFoam Man?
How would you like him to be?
Alive and sad.
He looks pretty alive and sad. He's pinned to the wall. Foam is sort of covering him. He's sort of like using his hand to like push it away from his face. And as he does so, it starts covering his arm instead, but his face is okay. And after a few minutes, it stops. And he's sort of stuck up to the elbows, pinned to the wall.
Does he look like he's in pain? I'll put a frog in his mouth.
He's like, no.
Good night.
As he passes out.
Okay.
Sinister.
Passes out like from medicine, right? Like
Yeah.
that was medicinal.
That was definitely medicinal.
Yeah, I would have only given him like a leg and an arm because I would have dosed it.
Of course.
Right?
A
Like
medicinal arm.
I took his like height and weight and was like, oh yeah, of course, an arm and a leg milligram.
Exactly that milligram.
Had enough time for you to work out the dosage.
Probably have, to be fair.
I'm
And
a professional.
it definitely does not look sad anymore.
Perfect. That's what I wanted. That's
You
all
hear-
Dr. Taffy ever wants.
A loud sort of like mechanical sound as the umbilical cord detaches from the ship, just as Captain Gunner and Leia get to the ship. You can see the blast door has come back down again, and the umbilical cord is pulling away from your ship, and the engines are starting up.
Oh no.
Can I blow out the engine again?
I can't actually think of reason for you not to do that.
Huh.
Go for it.
Just gonna quietly contemplate it for a bit.
No. There's no contemplation. They are
No.
stealing our ship.
We should think this through. We can always blow them up once they're out into space. We have to think through a way to
But our
safely...
doctor is aboard. I don't want it blown up.
Captain, I don't think our doctor likes us.
She must do. Otherwise, we'd be dead already. I fear that she is under the influence or has been kidnapped again.
I mean, there is the oath
Again.
to consider. They might keep you alive because they feel they have to.
That's good enough for me.
But if that's all you look for in a relationship, fair enough.
Part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
And as he's umming and ahhing, like a team of soldiers arrive, and he's like, "Okay, boys, yes. Let's see. Captain's override. Is this an emergency? 911. There we go. The umbilical cord's retracting, though. I guess. Do we have a grapple hook or something like that?" One of them's like, "Oh, I can go back and get one." Like, hurry, man, hurry!
Okay. I think Gunnar would be running across the bay towards the ship. Don't you take my ship!
Can you make me a speed check? If you want to try and grab hold of one of the legs before they retract, we'll take a difficulty 6 roll.
Yep, I'll take it.
You're gonna die.
I would like to spend some effort, please.
Of course you may.
I have many. I'm going to spend many. So, first one's 3, except I've got an edge, which makes it 2. The edge only takes 1 point off the first one, doesn't it? Or does it take 1 point off all of them?
The edge only takes 1 point off the first one.
Oh, that's fine. Good. So 2, 4, 6, 10. Maybe not. Yeah, 10. That'll do.
How much effort have you put into this?
5 points.
Wow. You'd have to roll really
Right.
badly.
20 minutes.
He really wants his ship.
Okay, so
That
you
was close to really bad.
successfully run across, and you can jump onto one of the legs as it retracts into the ship. And you are inside the maintenance area of the ship. You know that once the engines start up, this area will become dangerous. As
That's
in hot.
if they fixed all of it.
What's Leia doing?
Watching.
What, with the captain? Like, oh, he's got
Yeah,
a lot of...
Out of a frog.
I say, your captain's got a lot of spunk, hasn't he?
He's stupid.
Don't worry, I won't tell him you said that. Most amusing. You do well in the Empire, you know.
Thanks. But I need to in a minute. My ship's floated away.
Yeah, well, you know, my boarding team is now one person down.
No way you put the idiots.
No, that's where I need to put intelligent people. You seem like you know what you're doing. You haven't gone running blindly after a ship that's about to take off with faulty engines.
No, I haven't.
Between 40 engines. They're new.
Well, I said we put them on the ship. I didn't say we installed them correctly.
They're on a budget.
Oh,
Could always jump back.
bit late now. Okay.
Okay, so you grab hold of the thing, and you are on the ship underbelly in the maintenance department. We'll head back to Dr. Taffy. Dr. Taffy, what are you doing next?
Guess I'm just gonna try to meet up with Suzanne.
Okay, when you walk into the bridge, Suzanne has got the ship starting to run. She's totally changed outfit. You can see there is a boiler suit on the floor, and instead she is wearing like a black tight-fitting dress with a large split up the leg.
Oh my god.
And she's like, I'm so happy to be out of work clothes.
I wear this all the time, even if I'm not at work.
I think it looks wonderful. Shall we have that dinner?
Yes.
Tell me, does the autopilot work on this thing?
Oh wait, I do probably know that. Yes, it does.
Fantastic. We'll set it to warp and then put it on autopilot. And she engages the engine for takeoff.
Wonderful.
Gunner, you are in the maintenance department and it starts to get really, really hot.
It's gonna get really, really hot.
Can we still see this? Like, are we just watching this? Just like, woo!
But you see the you can see the ship's engines turn on, but you can't see Gunner at the moment.
Yeah, I'm in between the fuel and that hot bit. Okay, so
You know there is a tightly sealed hatch, airlock style, which you would need to get through the two doors to get onto the ship and safe into the engine bay proper.
are there any of the coolant hoses in this part of the maintenance bay?
You're dead toast.
Because my idea is, even if these are the original engines and they've just been jerry-rigged back together, if they suddenly ended up with no coolant because it was expelled everywhere, they would probably shut down. Unless I'm really unlucky, and then I'm barbecue, and the ship is going to stop working eventually anyway. I'm pretty confident that people currently aboard can't fix it. So I'm going to try and find some coolant hoses and get it to vent coolant by probably wrenching the pipes off or cutting them, or generally just making a big hole somewhere there shouldn't be a big hole.
Okay, yes, there is a coolant pipe, but it's not like a hose. You can just see the midsection, so you need to rip it off the wall.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Can you give me a might check, please? This will be difficulty 4.
Yeah, no worries. difficulty 4. So I've got an edge in that as well, and I've got points to burn. So 2, 4, 6.
He might make it, but he's going to be crawling along the floor with like a foot missing or something.
That.
Whoa!
No!
That is like the 5th roll, natural 20 you've rolled this session.
I didn't need to spend the effort at all.
You didn't. You actually get a major effect. The major effect in this case is that you shut this engine down. This area becomes safe, but you know that once you get into space, it will not be space because you still need air. It's not going to get hot, but it's not going to give you air either. So you've bought yourself some time. And in the bridge, Suzanne's head jerks round. Oh, one of the engines has just shut down. I guess they hadn't finished installing them properly.
Could be.
So, you know, why don't we get to know each other a little bit? Suzanne's just like a work name. My real name's Selvin.
Selvin?
Yeah.
Wow, where are you from?
Oh, the Outer Rim.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Mine too.
Where have you worked?
Well, I've worked on this ship for a while. Didn't really want to, but do no harm.
Oh, you followed the oath? Good for you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm proud of that.
I sort of follow an oath. It's more of like a, you know, I had some family. They had a creed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
can be important.
Yeah, you know, just trying to, you know, make a change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your favorite animal?
She looks at you and grins and sort of says, I quite like pussycats.
Oh my god, no!
Back to the engine bay! Captain Gunner! You need to get through this hatch.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I just open it? Is there a code? Do I know the code?
There's not a code. This rusted old hatch door simply has one of the big turny things on it. All you need to do is wrench it free of the rust.
Uh-huh. So the piping that I've pulled off, is there any way that I could use a section of it to, like, as a lever to wedge between the wheel and actually like pull it?
You could make it easier using that asset, yes?
Yes, please. Okay, let's do it.
This will be difficulty free.
Oh, I'll take it. Oh, no. Missed
Oof.
by 1.
Oof. You are struggling to get this door open. In fact, the lever breaks.
This is the end.
So it goes back up to difficulty 4.
Okay. I'll give it another go.
Difficulty 4 now.
Yep. Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
I mean, no effort at all because I haven't got any that I could spend.
Oh, you used all of your effort?
Well, I haven't used all of it. Not all of it.
I mean, the nice thing about this game is that the more effort you spend, the closer you are to death. So when death is kind of on the cards...
Yeah, might as well use it. Can I give him my reroll?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And if you'd like to apply effort to the reroll, you may.
Okay. All right. Fine. 4. I can only spend 2 effort.
That could be enough. You've rolled 2 2s.
Well, just.
And does that make you impaired?
Nope.
No. Fantastic. So you can wrench this thing open and pull it closed. You are now in an airlock. You can see the controls on the side to fill the airlock with air.
Yep, let's do that.
You do that, and now you are safe from death, but there is another hatch to get through.
Okay, I'm assuming it's coded. To use the code, the captain's code, 911.
911. Leia, you and the captain see the ship leave the hangar bay and enter space. Oh my.
Shoot it down.
What do you think, Leia? Should I start shooting? Your captain and doctor are aboard. Oh, they're firing up their warp engine. I won't be able to tractor beam that.
I'd probably shoot them. It's a matter of national security. Like, there's a convict on there or something. What did she do?
Oh, assassinated several Republic politicians. Made
In
attempts
which
on...
case the doctor and my captain are probably good as dead anyway. I would just blow the ship up.
Fine, let's start opening fire. And Gunnar and Taffy and Selvin, you do the Star Wars rock as the ship starts getting fired upon. Selvin looks to you, Taffy, and says, Doctor, does this ship have any shields or anything like that? Do you know?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Sorry, I was just looking into your eyes. Yeah, it does. Has really good shields.
Oh, fantastic. She presses a few buttons. Engage shields, and the shields come up. And from outside, you can suddenly see this as the firing is hitting the ship. Instead of rocking the ship, the shields are absorbing the energy. Okay, well, let's punch it to warp.
Yeah. Punch it.
Gunnar, you feel the ship enter warp.
Oh no. I braced myself.
Wise. You possibly pasted to the back wall. Why don't you give me a might saving throw?
Oh yeah, because yep. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
At risk here is 4 damage.
Oh. What difficulty am I rolling it at?
Only difficulty 2. It's fine, right?
Uh-huh. Nope. It's not fine.
Where does 4 damage put you?
-3.
So, once you've run out of might, you then go into speed. Where's your speed now?
1.
Okay, so you are impaired. You now must move with a limp, and all tasks are 1 difficulty higher, I believe. You don't lose any speed, you're just limping a bit.
Uh-huh. So, just for reference, I have 1 speed and 2 intellect.
Oh, really? You're
Yeah.
in perfect shape to face an assassin.
Completely.
Selvin turns to you, Dr. Taffy, and says, well, that's us out of Republic space. I've engaged the autopilot. Do you really only wear those scrubs all the time?
Yes, they're functional, comfortable, and attractive.
That they are. But you know, I think my dress is a little tight. Could you unzip me?
100% I can.
I feel so bad for making you blush whilst you're talking. The zip goes all the way down the back. And she says, actually, you know what? I might go and get changed. I'll just head over to the captain's quarters, I guess. If you wish to, you could join me.
Yeah, I guess those are your quarters now, though.
Indeed they are.
Oh no, they're bloody not.
As the two of you enter the corridor, walking towards the captain's quarters in, well, Selvin's in a slight state of undress, I guess. You see Captain Gunner limping down the hallway towards you.
What do you think you're doing?
And that is where we will leave this one shot.
Well played. Well played.
How are we all doing? That got a bit more risky than I was expecting.
It's so hot in here.
How are you all doing? All good?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's totally fine. That's awesome. I think out of all of the Cypher sessions that we've done, this is probably one that I'm like, no, let's keep going. Like more than the others, like, no, I want to see either this character die or the ship get destroyed, but more importantly, I want to see where all of this goes.
Who knows? Maybe we'll revisit it in the future or something. Well, let's go around, do our usual thing of tell us what your favourite part was, where we can find you online, and all those good things. This time, let's start with Jay.
Hello. My favourite part was trying to blow up the ship at the end. Getting the new job.
Getting a new job. Yeah, you can... epilogue for Leia. Do they take the position as the new boarding team captain, I guess?
I think she would, she'd talk to the captain, try and persuade him to give her a more important role on the ship due to her talents. She might show him her talent for blowing stuff up, or she might electrocute him until he gives her what she wants. Who knows?
I mean, either way, I think eventually he would yield to your requests and put you on, like, the assault team or something once he realizes your assault capabilities.
Great idea, see? Then she sometimes vaguely thinks of her old team, normally fondly of the frogs that were missed. Anyway, so my name is Jay. I really enjoyed that. I'm Jay Bambi on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm on. I'm pretty sure it is. So I stream with Alex sometimes. We haven't actually streamed in quite a while, although we will be sorting that out. But the last time we tried, we've recently moved house. Our internet is not very happy with our move. So the last time we tried to stream, it wasn't very good. I was trying to play Siege, like Rainbow Six Siege, and it just, like, it kept, like, glitching back. So I'd go to shoot someone, and it would glitch my character back. And then I wouldn't be able to shoot them, and they'd just keep shooting me. I got so angry, I nearly threw my computer.
It's not been great fun.
We haven't tried again since.
Self-preservation.
Yeah. Yes, good. Yeah, so that's me really. I like frogs. I like to blow things up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jay. Next we come round to Lydia, Castle Mac Lydia. Oh, hi.
Hey. Hey. Scratticus, thanks for having me tonight.
No, you're more than welcome. Thank you.
What things am I supposed to cover in this speech right now?
What your favourite part was, where we can find you online, and all the wonderful things that you do.
Okay, my favorite part was meeting Suzanne. All of that. I also really like trying to intimidate the captain and put a frog in his mouth and have him not work twice in a row. Like,
you can't write that stuff.
That was good. That was good.
I'm not mad, but
Just disappointed.
I won't forget it. Okay. I had a really great time. Thank you again for having me. This was super fun. Cypher system is fun. Anyways, I'm Lydia. You can find me on Twitter at CastleMacLydia. You can find me playing D&D on Twitch at twitch.tv/CastleMac. I play there with my friends and family. I'm not good at the outro thing.
I love that. Like, I love it when people aren't good at outros. I just a sucker.
So bad at it. Like, I should be better. I should be better.
There's a couple of streams where there's someone every week who just can't. Who I don't know what it is, but like that just awkwardness. But the thing is, I thrive in awkwardness. I love it.
God, I go into this like, man, you're gonna nail it this time, Lydia. You got it. And then I don't, I don't at all.
Well,
if it makes you feel better, me and Alex have been doing this for nearly a year with Scrat now, and it still comes to our intro, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, I'm at the advantage at home because it's like all of us actually sitting around a table, so like I don't have to say anything. Like it's just all the other people. Anyways, find me on the internet.
Fantastic. Bye. Thank you so much. So much fun bouncing off of you today. Last round, Alexandrian, who is no longer Dark Fox.
Not anymore. No, I thought I'd be a little bit sensible and make more sense to people. So hi, I'm Alex, formerly Dark Fox 0812, which it did or does say up there, but it won't as of next week. First off, my favorite bit was everything that happened with Suzanne and Dr. Taffy, because that was just cool. Like that was a lot of fun. I actually found myself sitting here just completely absorbed in what was going on. I was like, oh, what's going to happen next? So that was great fun. I really enjoyed it. So yes, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram with the link, username, whatever. It's Alexandrian, which Scratch just posted in chat. So thank you very much for that. I thought it'd make a little bit more sense. I refer to myself as my own name because it's fairly unique. I mean, I only know of 2 other people on the planet that have it, so yay me. Yeah, so I stream on Twitch with Jay when we do, which isn't very often. I ramble a lot on Twitter, and Lydia, I'm probably far worse with outros, to be honest. I've got a little post-it note on my desktop that says, don't elaborate, just say this, and this. It doesn't work.
Listen, no, I have a sticky note that's just like, be cool, and I
should probably add that to mine.
Sounds like my work desk.
It won't get read.
Be cool. No, okay, done. Did it.
You did the thing. My favorite part's got to be that I was desperately trying to make that a slow burn romance, but my god, was it burning quickly. Very steamy. I would nearly, when you walk back on the bridge, I nearly chucked Suzanne in like the the boiler suits on the chair. She's sitting in the captain's chair, just leaning around the side, like licking a frog. Like I didn't, but it crossed my mind. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming along and playing. That was so much fun. Alex and Jay, it was nice to watch you guys. Well, it was nice to watch Alex squirm about his ship while simultaneously being so invested in the Suzanne Taffy arc. I
want them to be happy, but I want my ship.
And oh, Jay. No, I'm not doing that. He's an idiot. I love it. Who knows where that story will go? I'm going to leave it open. Do we still want Frog Lord as the raid cry, or do we want something like... I feel like something should reflect the story, but...
There were plenty of options.
Yeah. We can go with Frog Lord. Release the frogs, maybe, or... I'm trying to remember something steamier, but I don't think there was anything distinctly said that was steamier.
I remember something pretty steamy, but I'll not bring it up just yet. Maybe your next battle cry.
How about the quote? I'm not mad, but I won't forget it. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
What? I know Suzanne's favorite animal, but...
No.
We could just go with the raid cry. Suzanne likes cats.
Suzanne's favorite animal.
Suzanne's favorite animal.
Oh, wild engineer. Oh, that was great.
I want him alive and sad.
That is actually a great out of context quote. Let's go with that. I want him alive and sad. We're gonna go with that as the raid cry. Most definitely. That is genius.
God, if I could go down for one-liners, I want that to be the one.
Phrasing. Okay, let's wrap this thing up. Today, we are going to go and pay a raid over to Phantom Roll Booth. We haven't, I don't think we've raided them before, but they're over there now playing some D&D. So we're going to go and say hi to them. In the meantime, please check out this wall of links. As all of the links are now in one command, so I can just post it and you guys can check them out at your perusal. There's all our social links, all the ways you can support us, and our sponsors are in those links, so please check them out if you want to support the stream. The stream today was brought to you by Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press. Maybe I should check with them before I put the name to it, but it's fine. This is fine. Yeah, we're gonna fade out now. Keep on evoking emotions. We'll be back in an hour with Dynama. For now, we'll see you in the Phantom Roll Booth chat. So much fun. See you later, everyone. Bye!
Ciao.